Hello, hello everybody. I'm Alexey Krabrov, the organizer of SF Scala, and here we're on location at Rep Media for our first meetup of the year, themed around Akka. And Rep Media is a very interesting company. This is our first time here, and we have here with us Kunal who's the CTO of Rep Media. And Kunal, how are you guys using Scala? Why do you host SF Scala in your offices? And what do you guys do? How Scala helps you do what you do?
So Scala is very interesting for us because we are in that typical growth stage of of a startup or a piece of technology that a lot of the companies in the Silicon Valley are when they move from initial exposure to the customers and proving out the product to actually getting some rapid development and scale. And we built the first version of our platform on mostly on Rails as a backend, and some call it Node and a bunch of other things. It's worked great for us so far. But now, as we are expanding to a more microservices driven backend, so we can scale individual pieces of our services and our technology, our product. Scala becomes more interesting because frameworks like Akka, frameworks like Spark that are written on top of Scala help us get really high throughput streams and high throughput event-driven call it messages through our backend system, and that's what we're gearing for. We're gearing for like lightweight services that scale over time.
So there is a lot of kind of different notions around using Akka in the enterprise. And it's interesting you mentioned Rails because on Twitter did this transition first, right? Started as a Rails app, and then they had the fail whale, they need to scale, and then they went to Scala. So does it solve your scaling problems? And on the other hand, is it easy to manage a Scala infrastructure? Is it easy to kind of staff the teams? What are your challenges as the CTO, and how you are addressing them?
So, of course, challenges, there are quite a few challenges. Staffing is never easy, as you all know. One of the motivations of hosting the meetup is to, get to know some people and for them to get to know Rap. But more importantly, we are in the middle of the transition. We've just started the transition, so we are not using Scala in production today. We are enabling some of our backend office services first, and then, as time goes on, our plan is to release, a few initial services by mid-year, which are backed by Scala frameworks, call it. And based on our experience in building the team and how quickly we can expand the ecosystem of our platform, we'll decide how broadly we can use it over time.
All right. So you mentioned Spark. Are you guys in data space? How do you see kind of web services, microservices connecting to Spark? What are your thoughts about data architectures? Like how far are you down this kind of planning process?
So right now our data architecture is very simple. We have maybe 2 or 3 data sources, but as we are moving towards a more highly call it sophisticated analytics backend, because a lot of work we do, the real value is in the analytics, how people use Raps, and down the road, we also see a lot of use cases where we want to do some predictive deployment of content based on the user, like the best content that the user wants at the right time of the day. And for things like that, you need massive distributed execution. And that's where Spark really comes in. So once again, these are early days, but we are moving towards a polyglot data model. We all know, everyone who's done a lot of work with data knows one size fits all doesn't work. All the big vendors would like you to buy one big box that does everything like HANA or the Exalogic or Exa platform from Oracle. But in our world, small autonomous services that scale is the way to go. And hence, a lot of work we do is JSON, for which document stores are ideal. A lot of work we do is very deep analytics, for which you need more columnar or tree-based storage. And hence, the right storage model for the right use case is the way we approach data. And we are building an orchestration layer that allows us to talk to multiple data sources simultaneously, which is our polyglot data model.
Cool. This sounds really interesting. I think with the meetup, like lots of folks here are subscribed to the open source model, right? We have a lot of great projects going on in the community. So I hope you guys can kind of learn something from the community and share something in turn, and kind of we can take this whole ecosystem, with Scala going forward.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. Thanks for coming, and hopefully we can host many more.
Thanks for having us, and we're looking forward to your presentation about Rep Media.
Excellent.
Thanks a lot.
Alexey.